This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1712, Microbursts of Self-Care by Julie Morgenstern of juliemorgenstern.com, and I'm Justin Malik. Welcome to Optimal Living Daily, or the OLD podcast, where I read to you from some of the best blogs I can find and get permission from, and sometimes books covering personal development or self-help, minimalism, productivity, anything that I think will help you make your life more meaningful. But I'll keep the intro short, so for now, let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. Microbursts of Self-Care by Julie Morgenstern of juliemorgenstern.com. We all desire self-care. More importantly, we've all come to understand that we need self-care. The physical and psychological benefits of self-nurturance have been scientifically proven time and time again. It's no longer a revolutionary concept, but we often struggle to attain and sustain it because, well, life happens, getting in the way of our best laid plans. So what can we do? I stumbled upon the solution quite accidentally when writing my most recent book, Time to Parent. I set out to answer the question, how much time and attention do kids need to feel loved and secure? Diving deep into the literature on child development, all the experts agreed. Children thrive on short bursts of undivided attention delivered consistently, more than big blocks of time delivered occasionally. This was a mind-blowing discovery for me and an incredibly liberating notion for most parents. And then came the epiphany. Just as we can nurture children in short bursts of undivided attention, so too can we nurture ourselves in these short microbursts of attention to ourselves and our own needs. Too often, we think we need to carve out huge blocks of time for self-care. 2 hours at the gym, a quiet evening to finish a book, a full weekend to catch up with friends. It's nearly impossible to find these big blocks of time consistently, which makes self-care incredibly difficult to maintain. It's time to reframe our thinking on self-care. Stop looking for big blocks of time and start looking for small pockets, 20 minutes or less, that you can truly rely on. Small, meaningful moments with measurable results. Here are a few examples to get you thinking. Self-care goal: improve sleep. Most of us desire to get more and better sleep. Those moments before bed, the transition between the end of your day and falling asleep, can be particularly hard for many people. You might find yourself stuck in limbo, going over your to-do list in your mind as you try to fall asleep, plagued with worry about the things you didn't get to or the tasks on your plate for the following day. What 10-minute thing can you add into your sleep routine that solves that transition? Microburst solutions. Do something creative. Activities such as drawing or knitting can be productive escapes that help relax and refocus the mind on something other than your workaday worries. Stretch and move your body. Doing a simple yoga routine or spending a few minutes on deep stretches before bed can help to relax your muscles, preparing your body for sleep. Or journal. Taking 5 to 15 minutes to record your thoughts, experiences, and what you feel grateful for can be extremely relaxing to many people. Putting your worries down on paper before climbing into bed can help release them from your mind, allowing you to drift off to sleep more easily. Self-care goal: improve work-life balance, reduce stress at work. Most of us are go, working over 45 to 50 hours per week and never taking a moment throughout the day to check in with ourselves. How could you carve out 5 to 15 minutes in your workday for something that is truly renewing? Microburst solutions? Take a walk. Fresh air and a chance to stretch your legs can make all the difference in your day. Take a few minutes after a conference call or before diving into a major project to clear your mind. A quick stroll around the block or through your company campus can make all the difference. Make your own lunch. Resolve to spend 10 minutes eating lunch away from your desk. Allow yourself to fully appreciate the effort you put into refueling your body. Savor the taste and smells as you nourish yourself. Or connect. Call your spouse or a friend for a 5-minute check-in at the same time every day. Or FaceTime your kids when they get home from school. These small touch points throughout the day not only strengthen your connection with your loved ones, they can provide you with a quick boost of love and support to carry you through the rest of the day. Self-care goal: cultivate a new hobby. We all have those things we used to love to do: long weekend ski trips, curling up all day with a good book, or spending hours in the art studio until our lives got too busy. But our hobbies are what restore us physically, emotionally, and psychologically in the most efficient way imaginable. It's something you do just for you. How can you open up the space to provide this care and nurturance to your soul? Microburst solutions? Writing can be incredibly cathartic. Start out by writing short compositions, haikus, poems, a short story, or an autobiographical sketch. Writing is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. Over time, you'll be able to write more in less time. Play an instrument. Thanks to the internet, you can teach yourself to play almost any instrument at home for free. Focusing on the guitar, piano, or harmonica for even 10 minutes a day can be tremendously relaxing, far more so than an hour of television or mindlessly scrolling through social media. Or learn a fact a day. Spend less than 5 minutes a day learning a small, interesting tidbit about the history of jazz music or the greatest sporting upsets of all time. Whether you dive deep into an existing field of interest or venture into unknown waters, expanding your knowledge base can be an extremely fulfilling and rewarding experience. Though you may be tempted to try them all, start by choosing just one thing, something that takes just 20, 10, 5, or even 2 minutes that really recharges you, something you find simply delicious. You'll be amazed how one simple thing can change the narrative of your day. And if you're so inspired, you can find another 5, 10, or 20 minutes to add another activity and another over time. You just listened to the post titled Microbursts of Self-Care by Julie Morgenstern of juliemorgenstern.com. And I'll have some comments, but first, America's ready to get back to work, but to win in the new economy, you need every advantage to succeed. Smart companies run on NetSuite by Oracle, the world's #1 cloud business system. With NetSuite, you'll have visibility and control over your financials, HR, inventory, e-commerce, and more, everything you need, all in one place. Whether you're doing $1 million or hundreds of millions in sales, NetSuite lets you manage every penny with precision. You'll have the agility to compete with anyone, work from anywhere, and run your whole company right from your phone. Join over 20,000 companies who trust NetSuite to make it happen. NetSuite surveyed hundreds of business leaders and assembled a playbook of the top strategies they're using as America reopens for business. So receive your free guide, 7 actions businesses need to take now, and schedule your free product tour at netsuite.com/old. Get your free guide and schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com/OLD. netsuite.com/old. And thank you to Julie, great tips. Especially that very last one there about being tempted to try everything and see what sticks. That's probably not going to help you. But instead, if one jumped out to you and piqued your interest and you thought to yourself that it sounded like a great idea, try that. Journaling has come up again and again in a bunch of the blogs I've narrated over the last 1,700 episodes. That's a big one. And if you don't know where to start with journaling, hold off on that and stay tuned. We are entering the production step of our journal that we've been working on for a long time, super long time, heavily this year, but really since the beginning of these podcasts 5 years ago. Just make sure you're on my weekly newsletter to be up to date with the news about that journal. But even if you don't use the one we're making, any kind of journal is a step in the right direction, in my opinion. But I think I'll leave it there for today. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for being here and listening to me and for subscribing to the show. I'll be back tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.